Hey coin hunters, do you have a 1999p quarter in your pocket? You might think it's just 25 cents. But what if I told you that some 1999p Washington quarters have sold for thousands of dollars? And there are rumors about million-dollar pieces? In this video, we'll dig into the history, design, minting errors, collector demand, and how to really tell if your quarter is valuable. Make sure you watch till the end, because you might be sitting on a rare treasure. 1. Historical background and design. In 1999, the United States Mint launched the 50-state quarters program, a new initiative to issue special quarter designs celebrating each U.S. state. The design change was authorized by the Commemorative Coins Act and was meant to boost public interest in coin collecting. The 1999p quarter was among the first group, representing Delaware. Philadelphia Mint Mark P. On the obverse, the familiar portrait of George Washington, with United States of America, Liberty, In God We Trust, the date, and the mint marked on the reverse for the Delaware coin. The famous image of Caesar Rodney riding a horse, a symbol tied to Delaware's role in early American history. Point 2. Mintage and circulation. For 1999, the P Mint produced a huge number of state quarters, including Delaware, Pennsylvania, New Jersey, Georgia, Connecticut. Because of the large numbers, most 1999p quarters are common in circulation, and many are worn or used, which lowers their numismatic value. Point 3. Value in normal conditions. If your 1999p Delaware quarter is circulated, it's usually worth just face value, 25 cents. In uncirculated, mint state, condition, value increases. Most are worth a few dollars, depending on the grade. High-grade examples, sharp strike, nowhere, can reach tens to low hundreds of dollars, but not usually huge amounts for normal or fault-free coins. Point 4. Rare varieties, errors, and collector demand. This is where things get interesting. Some 1999p quarters do have features or errors that dramatically increase their value. Errors and experimental planchets. Some 1999p quarters were unintentionally struck on strange or experimental planchets, leading to rare varieties. For example, the Delaware spitting horse / experimental planchet error is noted in several sources as increasing value significantly. If in high grade. A specific case, a 1999p Georgia quarter error was found and reported to be worth $4,200. While that's Georgia, not Delaware, it shows the market can reward rare mistakes. Some mule errors also exist, but not specifically for the 1999p Delaware in all cases, that can fetch huge prices. However, many alleged million-dollar claims are exaggerated or based on myths. Most real auction records for 1999 state quarters are in the thousands, not millions. Point 5. Why some believe they're million-dollar coins and what's real. The million-dollar narrative often comes from sensational marketing, rare error stories, and viral claims, but real market-verified sales are far more modest. Even the rarest 1999 error or high-grade examples seldom reach anywhere near $1 million USD. Most are in the low thousands. That said, rare misstrikes or experimental planchet errors, if authenticated, graded, and unique, could fetch very high prices, depending largely on collector interest, rarity, and grade. Point 6. How to check if your 1999p quarter is valuable. Here are steps you or your viewers can take to see if you have a gem. Check mint mark and state design. Make sure it's P and the Delaware reverse. Examine condition carefully. Look for wear, scratches, luster, sharpness of details. Look for anomalies, strange planchet color or weight, experimental metals, double die, doubled inscriptions, off-center strikes, missing layers, clipping, broadened edges, unusual patterns, or extra features not matching. Standard Delaware design. Use magnification and scales. Errors often require close inspection. Get professional grading, especially if you think it's a rare error, unique planchet, or an extremely high grade. Point 7. Sample viral story angle. What could drive a 1999p quarter to sell? Bygone, never seen before error coin, e.g. wrong planchet, missing clad, experimental alloy, surfaced and was authenticated. It ended up in perfect MS-69 or MS-70 grade, very rare for modern coins. A collector or investor decided to pay a premium, creating a headline-grabbing sale. Social media, auction houses, and news outlets amplify the story, leading to viral interest. While worth millions is possible in theory, in reality it requires a perfect storm. Extremely rare, feature-perfect, condition-strong, collector demand media / public recognition 8. Conclusion and call to action. So yes, the 1999p Delaware Washington quarter is more than just pocket change, but only some special ones are truly valuable. Most are common, but mistakes and rare varieties exist that can make them worth a lot more. If you have one, full inspect it, look for errors, get it graded, and then maybe you've got something special. Don't believe every $1,000,000 video out there, but also don't ignore the possibility. Sometimes treasure is hiding in your pocket. Hey coin hunters and treasure seekers. Today we're diving into the 2001p Washington quarter. On the surface, it's just a 25-cent coin. But what if I told you that under the right condition or with a rare error, it could be worth hundreds, thousands, or even rumored up to $1,000,000 in collector lore? Stay with me. This could change how you look at pocket change. 1. Background and historical context. The Washington quarter began in 1932 ***, honoring George Washington's bicentennial, replacing the previous standing Liberty quarter design in 1999. The U.S. Mint introduced the 50-state quarters program, 1999 to 2008, dedicating reverse designs to each state. The obverse still features Washington's bust, but with modified inscriptions in 2001. The states honored were New York, North Carolina, Rhode Island, Vermont, and Kentucky. Each had versions minted in Philadelphia, P, Denver, D, and proof silver proof. The 2001p quarter, specs and mintage mint mark, P4 Philadelphia, unlike Denver's composition. Copper nickel clad over a copper core, same as other circulating state quarters, diameter, 24.30 mm, weight, 5.67 grams. Mintage, for example, New York 2001p was very high, 655,400,000 pieces. Because so many were produced and circulated, most are common and used in everyday commerce. Coin Week 3. Normal, base value for the ordinary 2001p quarter in circulated condition. Its value is 25 cents, face value. Sell rare coins in uncirculated / mint state condition, raw, ungraded. The value is modestly higher, often $1 to $3 depending on grade and demand. Coin Week for especially high grades or certified coins, prices can climb. For instance, the record auction for a 2001p New York quarter in MS69 reached $2,585. 4. What makes a 2001p quarter much more valuable? Here are features / conditions that can increase value substantially. Errors and varieties. Dropped letter errors. Sometimes a letter or part of an inscription is weak or missing due to debris / dye issues. One documented example. A 2001p with dropped letter error graded MS67 sold for $1.070. Coin value checker die clash errors. When the obverse and reverse dies strike each other without a planchet in between, ghost images or clash marks appear. Such errors are collectible. Coin value checker partial collar errors / off-center strikes / misalignment. These create unusual edges or off-center designs, which can draw high premiums if dramatic. Coin value checker note. These error coins are very rare, especially for modern state quarters. Most 2001 quarters have no known major errors for many types. Sell rare coins. Coin value checker high grading, perfect condition. As noted, the MS69 example sold $4.2, for New York 2001p. PCGS +1. If someone were to find a perfect MS70, virtually flawless, 2001p error specimen, the value could jump into many thousands. In collector talk, there are often rumors and myths about $1,000,000 coins, but realistically, for a modern clad quarter, reaching millions is extremely unlikely. The stories are usually exaggerations or based on misattributed rarities. The $1,000,000 myth legend has it that some ultra-rare, perfectly preserved 2001p error coins are whispered in collector circles as $1,000,000 quarters. But let's be clear, so far, no verified 2001 quarter has sold for anywhere near $1,000,000 in public auctions. The ceiling for modern clad state quarters is much lower, tens of thousands at best, for dramatic errors or perfect grades. Why do such myths persist? It's about hope, curiosity, and the idea that maybe your spare change hides a fortune. They make great video titles and attract views. But always verify with grading services and auction records before believing million-dollar quarter claims. Always check the mint mark, P, D, or no mark for earlier Washington quarters. Examine edges and lettering for weak letters, doubling. Missing parts check for ghost images or overlapping designs, die clashes. Use magnification and compare with known normal examples if you think you found something rare. Submit to a grading service, PCGS, NGC, track auction records to know what real money has been paid. Imagine this. You're sorting your coin jar. You spot a 2001 P quarter with a strangely weak T in United and a faint imprint of the reverse eagle wing near Washington's neck. You send it to PCGS, they grade it MS68, confirm it's a die clash plus dropped letter, and it goes to auction. The final bid? $15,000. You just turned a 25-cent coin into a four-figure treasure. That's the dream. And though we don't have $1 million 2001 P yet, coins like this fuel the legend. Whether your 2001 P quarter is just 25 cents or hiding in plain sight as a rare gem, the thrill is in the hunt. Always look a bit closer. Take good pictures, compare, ask collectors, and if you find something weird, even slightly off, don't toss it. It might be worth a small fortune. If you enjoyed this, smash the like button, share this with fellow coin lovers, and hit subscribe, because in your loose change, there might just be a hidden story waiting to be told. Have you ever held a coin in your hand and thought, it's just 25 cents? Well, think again, because today, we're going to talk about the 2006 P Washington quarter dollar, a coin that at first glance looks ordinary, but in rare cases can be worth thousands, even up to $1 million. Yes, you heard that right. Let's dive into the full history, the hidden secrets, and why collectors are paying crazy amounts for these quarters. The history of the Washington quarter. The Washington quarter was first released in 1932 to honor the 200th birthday of George Washington, the first president of the United States. It replaced the standing Liberty quarter, and ever since then, Washington's portrait has remained on the obverse, the front. But here's the twist. In 1999, the U.S. Mint launched the 50-state quarters program, one of the most popular coin programs in history. Every year, 5 new state designs were released. In 2006, 5 states were featured: Nevada, with wild horses; Nebraska, chimney rock and covered wagon; Colorado, North Dakota, bison; South Dakota, Mount Rushmore with pheasants. These were minted in huge numbers at the Philadelphia Mint, marked with a P. That's the 2006 P Washington quarter we're talking about today. Magnifying glass tilted right coin details mint mark, P for Philadelphia. Material: copper nickel clad, unless you find a rare silver proof. Mintage: hundreds of millions were struck, meaning most are common. So if they made so many, how can one be worth a fortune? Gemstone: why some 2006 P quarters are worth thousands or more. Mint errors: the biggest reason for high value. Off-center strikes, double dies, missing letters, or coins struck on the wrong planchet can turn a 25-cent coin into a collector's dream. High grades: quarters graded MS67, MS68, or MS69 by professional services are extremely rare. Collectors will pay thousands for that perfect condition. Proof-like rarity. Some 2006 quarters have an unusual shine or deep cameo effect, making them stand out. Unique examples: one-of-a-kind error coins or perfectly preserved specimens can reach auction prices in the tens of thousands, and some collector circles even talk about pieces valued near $1 million. Chart increasing auction prices and value. A normal circulated 2006 P quarter is worth face value just 25 cents. An uncirculated piece in MS65 can sell $4, $20, $50. Rare error coins have sold between $1,000 and $5,000. Exceptional high-grade coins or dramatic mint errors can sell for $25,000 to $50,000 plus. And if you have one of those unique, one-of-a-kind specimens, some experts estimate the value could climb into the hundreds of thousands, even reaching the $1 million mark. White heavy check mark: why people love the 2006 P quarter. It's part of the famous state quarter program. It represents a turning point in U.S. coin collecting. It has tons of varieties and error coins that make treasure hunting exciting. You're going through your pocket change, don't ignore that shiny quarter. Check the date, if it says 2006p, take a closer look. Who knows? That ordinary coin might actually be a rare gem worth thousands, or maybe even $1 million treasure.